I'm 9 years old. I'm the co-founder of tennisforthekids.com. And if you like this video, don't forget to smash that like button, share this video, comment down below if you like it, and subscribe my channel if you have not done yet. So, you must have seen my short, right? Not yet? If not, then I'll share the link in the description. View that short. I'm so happy because and I'm so excited because you guys are giving me so many views. You're writing so beautiful comments. You're subscribing me. You're supporting me. So that's why I am here and I'm gonna teach you C++ also. So now, because I'm going to reach 100 subscribers, in that happiness, I will be teaching you C++ also. Python and C++ both, right? So, without any delay, let's get started. And we are gonna start with C++ variables. I'll just minimize my screen. Yes. Okay. I'll just put this right here. What is this doing here? I'll just delete this. Yeah. So I've opened Google Chrome and here is W3 Schools. We'll scroll, 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 scroll. Oops. Scroll. Learn C++. So syntax, all these are not quite important. So let's get on C++ variables. Now, let's see what is it. C++ variables. Variables are containers for storing data values. Okay, yeah, we know that there's a variable and they store a value. We know it because we have learned Python. Now let's see. In C++, there are different types of variables defined with different keywords. For example, so let it's saying that it has many types of data types, different variable types of. So these are data types. So yeah. So let's see. First is int. So what does an int do? It stores integer numbers, whole numbers without decimals, such as 123 or negative 123. It's saying that it can store any number. It stores any number, but it should not have a decimal. Decimal is that with the dot kind of, right? This is a decimal, like 19.99. So it can't store that, right? So now let's see. Next is double. So what does double do? It can it stores floating point numbers with decimals such as 19.99 or negative 19.99. That it says that in int you can't in if you use the data type int, then you can't have in middle a dot or decimal. But if you are using double, then you can have a decimal. Now there's a char. Now, store single characters such as A or B. Char values are surrounded by single quotes. This is quite important. So it says that in char, if you're using char, you have to use you can store only one value, like only A. You can store like small a, or you can store like big B, and there should be only one character, and it should be surrounded by single quotes, not double quotes. In Python, you can give single and double quote. it does not make a difference, but here it does. In C++, it does. Now, string stores text such as hello world. String values are surrounded by double quotes. Okay, so I've understood. Like, it's saying that if you give double quotes in cat, so you'll be kind of confused, right? That is it in cat or whatever. But in string, you can store big values, and like this hello world. You can give a space, and they should be surrounded with double quotes, not single quotes. Okay. Now, last but not least, Boolean. We all know it stores. It has only two values. It will get true or it will get false. Now, let's see declaring, creating variables. To create a variable, specify the text and assign it a value. So it's saying that how is what is the syntax basically. So first you will have to give a type, that which data type you are using. You're using the int, you're using double, you're using char, using string, or you're using bool. So let's take an example that we are using bool. Okay, so we'll write bool here, the type. Now, whatever you want to give the variable name, and then the value, whether you want to give it true or false. Okay. Now, let's see is water. Yeah. So, where type is one of C++ types such as int, and variable name is the name of the variable such as x or my name. The equal sign is used to assign the values of the variable. To create a variable that should store a number, look at the following example. So this is saying that where it's written type, it means that you can give any of the types, such as it's giving an example, maybe you give it as int. Now it's saying where it is written variable name, you can give any variable name such as x. Over here you can give your variable name, you can give my name, right? And it's saying the equals to sign is used to assign the value of the variable. It is used that this variable's value is this, it's for that, and the value is like you can give any value. Now this was the syntax, right? Now let's see the real example. So create a variable called mynum of type int and assign the value 15. So it's saying that you give the type as int. It's giving an example, and I'm naming my variable name as mynum and giving it the value 15. Now we are seeing cout. Cout is basically its meaning cout mynum. So it's basically like printing, right? Mynum's value. So it should get 15. And here it is. Now I didn't tell you, but we didn't do the chapter now. So the before chapters and all that. So these are compulsory lines. Include iostream, this line, and all that. These are compulsory line. Okay. And cout is basically for printing, and there's a keyword known as cn. Cn is input, taking input from the user, right? Remember input that we in Python we would use to write input, and then we would get an input from the user. So if you want to take input in C++, you will give cn. Okay. Now you will know about it in later, at why are we giving this sign and all that. But let's go on. You can also declare a variable name without assigning the value and assign the value later. Wait a minute. Ah, okay, I see. It's saying that you can also do like you can give here first like int my num, and over here you cannot give int and just give the value of my num, so it won't raise an error. It's trying to say if you give it before also now, so it would not get an something like an error, right? Note that if you assign a value to an existing variable, it will override the previous value. Okay. It's saying that if you have made a variable, you have given the type int, you have made the variable mynum, and you have given the value 15. You're saying now mynum is 15 right now. Yeah, so basically like if you give two the slashes, it will understand you're giving it a comment and it will ignore the line, right? So it's saying that if you give it's saying this line means now my num is 15, that my num's value is 15, and you're giving my num is equals to 10. So it's thinking that you're giving the my num variable, so you're making the value 15 to 10, you're overwriting the value. So we said my num is equals to 10, so first my num was 15, so you're saying my num is equals to 10, so it's overwriting the value and it's now giving the value to 10, and you're saying see out my num, so it would print 10. Very thirsty. Next, other types. A demonstration of other data types. Okay, so this is like how you can use like you are giving like it's just showing you how will you make like you're giving the data type int and you're giving my number is equals to 5 and then double. So like you're like it's just showing what data types you can use and what kind of like how will you use what should be like how you write. Okay, now it says you will learn more about the individual types in data types chapter. Okay, um okay, so we are going to finish up. Let's just do this and then declare multiple variables. So let's see. Display variables. The cout object is used together with the this operator to display variables. Now it's okay, so now it's saying to combine both text and variables, separate them with. Okay, if you want, this is basically concatenation. Basically. So yes, it's saying if you want to combine the variable and the text both together, you have to separate it with this operator, and this is known as the insertion operator. It has not told yet, but it is this. If you give this, this is known as the insertion operator. Okay. Now we are saying int my age is equal to 35. You're saying see out I am, so it finds this in quotations, so it will print first I am. Okay, now it finds the insertion operator and it sees my age and it does not find a quotation mark, so it would get my age value which is 35, and then you'll give another insertion operator and you'll write um, years old in quotations. So basically, you will get the output as I am 35 years old. Now, add a add variables together. To add a variable to another variable, you can use this plus operator. Like this is kind of like very, we know this, that you will make two variables and assign them a value, and then you'll say that you'll make another variable and you'll do a variable x plus variable y. So whatever are the values of x and y, it will add them, and we are saying see out sum, so it would get the output. So 5 plus 6, 11 is 11, so it would get 11. It's time for exercise. Okay. Create a variable named mynum and assign the value to 50. It to 50. Now this is 50. So what type will it be, guys? You have got this. It's very easy. Of course it will be an int, right? If you had given the dot, then it would be a float. So we'll give here int. Then it's saying create a variable. It's just giving the variable's name. So just I'll just copy this variable name. It's telling you have to give the variable name, and it's saying now we have done this, and it's saying give it the value 50. So you'll just write 50 and we are done. Next exercise is display the sum of 5 plus 10 using two variables x and y. So 5 and 10, these are not the floating, so you'll just give here int, and it's saying that x and y. So y variable is already given, so you'll give here x, and it's saying 5 plus 10. So it has given the variable y as 10, its value, so we'll give here 5, and we are ready to go on. Create a variable z, assign x plus y to display the result. Okay, so let's see. 5, it's an integer. 10, it's an integer. So basically, if you're adding, so we will get an integer, not the point decimal. So you'll give here int, and it's saying make a variable called z. So we'll give here z, and see int z x plus y. So of course we will print z, right? Okay, last exercise. Okay, so we have not done this exercise. We have not read this yet. So let's just see. I'll just see how big is declare multiple variables. Very small. Okay, so let's see. C++ declare multiple variables. So it's saying that you will have to, like, you know that the smaller your code is, the better it is, right? The smaller, the less the lines, the better the code, right? So you can give in one line only, like int is equals to 5, comma y is equals to x, comma z is equals to 5. And you'll give int here because these all values are like not floatings, right? If you give an floating in between, like 5.0, so it would get an error because 5.00, like in int, it would not like it would not it would get an error because you're giving it in the same line, right? Wait, what just happened? Oh, I see. So it's wait 1 second, guys. Okay, my bad. So 5.00 is basically 5 now. My bad. I'm so sorry. So it's saying you have, if you want it to be in one line, you can just separate it with a comma and you're ready to go. Oh, this was the exercise only, na? Fill in the missing parts to create three variables of the same type using the comma separator list. We already know these all values are int, so we'll give here int, comma, comma. Yes, we have done. Let's see how big is identifiers. Okay, wait a second. They're both small. Yeah, let's do them. Oh, we should not. I'll just come in a second. Okay, guys? 1 minute. Let's have a quick break, then we'll continue. Okay? Yeah, I'm so sorry. It's been a long video, so let's just stay here and this will be the part 1. In this part 2, we will complete in identifiers and constant. Okay, thank you guys. If you like this video, do subscribe my channel. Press that like button. If you like me, subscribe my channel. If you really like me, please tell your other friends and make them subscribe this channel, because they all can learn coding from Saiasmi Gupta. Thank you guys. Bye. Stay safe. Stay soon. Stay safe. Stay cool and keep watching my videos. Damn. And 3, 2, 1. Snap.